Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
I love Ben Riley.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while, but they're back. The boys from Australia. By boys, I mean very old men. Welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is the High Priest of Ponchu and Sausage. It is.
Hey, everybody. It's Ray. Hello. Great to be back. Looking forward to more Scarlet Spider. Loving it. Thanks, Phil.
And the newly married and newly showered Dave Finn from the Signal Duke.
Hey.
Hey, ladies. I'm off the market. Kid on the way. Anything now has to go through real back channels. Seriously. We're talking like CIA dead letter drops. For any
It's not like
action, but you know,
it's not like you're like canceling any notion of it. You're just saying it has to go through deep back channels.
definitely, yeah, definitely, yeah. COVID,
Sydney
we have to go more COVID.
Sydney Sweeney, you have to go
Sydney
to the backup.
Sweeney, I'm available still. I got a free pass, and I go. You know, she's probably hoping that that's still happening. It's still available. I saw Sydney Sweeney this week actually was commenting on some woman, some producer in Hollywood was slagging off Sydney Sweeney, called her not pretty, as if Sweeney's response was, "I'm sorry, I have great tits." That was literally her response.
You gotta love her. She says something like that. Yeah. What was going on? What's this woman saying?
Jealousy, Ray. The green-eyed monster, my friend.
I forget the jealousy. Name, but it was an older woman producer. Yeah. So.
Oh, producer. Okay, fair enough.
She said she's not pretty. She can't act. Well, she's not a great actress, but she's definitely pretty, and she's got a great rap.
She's above. I think she's above average in the acting department. It's like Euphoria and stuff. She puts in some good performances.
Yeah. But Meryl Streep can rest easy, is what I'm saying, Ray.
Yeah. No, we're not talking that echelon.
She's fine.
Yeah, she's not wooden.
Fine.
She's not wooden. Let's just say that.
No.
Ray says above average.
But like when they said she's not attractive, I've examined the body closely, and I can guarantee you she is. I've literally gone through it with almost like a doctor's distance from the matter. Looked very objectively. I studied it, and I'm sure she's attractive.
You've studied it.
That's that.
My glass out.
And on that note, let's talk about Scarlet Spider. Yeah, Ben Riley. Not Ben Riley. What's his name?
Kaine. Yes,
Kaine.
17 through 19, featuring that Wolverine team up.
Yes, great.
Yes,
fantastic. And timely, actually, that this came out.
Wolverine turned up.
Yeah, this timely kind of timely. It's come out a bit later, our discussion, because of the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, all this kind of hype now for Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine.
Yep,
have you been
and
the X-Men? Yeah. Hey Phil, have you seen or come across, in your sojourns online, about all these Wolverine and X-Men fans? And actually, Dave, I want to ask you as well. Oh my! They keep on going on about how Wolverine's too tall. Hugh Jackman, and he's got to be 5'3".
They can fuck off.
Yeah.
They've been saying that. They've been saying that since the first X-Men movie. I mean,
I know, but my point is, Phil, that they're still saying it. Like, build a bridge. Come on. Like,
I'm so sorry that Hugh Jackman built it into $1 billion industry and has earned all this money for fucking Fox and now Disney, and he's carried the franchise on his back for 20 years. I mean, the guy's done more than most. More than most. I think he's done enough.
Who do they want? Danny DeVito? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. On the flip side,
Bob Hoskins was cast originally years and years ago.
He's an angry
in the 80s.
Angry small man.
Yeah. And Bob Hoskins is a good actor, and Hugh Jackman's a good actor. The thing is, Hugh Jackman gave it the Hollywood good-looking guy, and by the way, he does look rugged. You know, he does look rugged in that trailer. I mean, I don't know what the guy could do.
Can we turn back the clock a little bit as well? I'm gonna posit it to both of you as well. Remember a couple of decades ago when Hugh Jackman just got cast and stuff, and then the stories came out that the other actor, Dougray Scott, was originally going to be cast as Hugh Jackman, but he couldn't do it because he was filming. I think he was filming Mission Impossible 2 or something. Or he was filming a movie, so conflict of interest. What do you guys think of Dougray Scott if he had been Wolverine?
I don't even know who the fuck he is, man.
I think he looks pretty good as Wolverine. He's kind of. I don't know about height. I mean, but
what's his name?
I was going to say
Dougray Scott.
Dougray Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how tall. I mean, he's probably he's similar.
Are you
to
kidding?
Hugh Jackman, right?
Are you kidding?
He's got the rough. He's got the rough look. Yeah.
He's okay. I mean, he's not Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking that like when it initially was cast, I thought, okay, Dougray, he would have been pretty cool. He's got that bit of the, the grumpy look. Yeah. Bit of a grumpy look.
But put that picture next to Hugh Jackman from 1998, and I'll take Hugh any day of the week.
Oh, Erskineville Kings, Dave. Erskineville Kings.
No, but seriously, as has the public, the mass public has embraced Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Oh no, he's one of the characters now, the actors now that he's up there with what Heath Ledger is the Joker, and
definitely.
I don't know.
And like Heath Ledger, he's done it many times.
Yeah. And Robert Downey. Yeah, Robert Downey as Iron Man.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
And he will be very hard to replace. And I think if this movie is a massive hit, as I expect, it will make him even harder to replace. You know, because I anticipate this movie is going to be huge. You know,
Conor McGregor. What do you reckon?
Oh, fuck off. No, I mean, sorry, Ray. I don't mean to swear at you, Ray, but he's. I watched that movie. He's
Roadhouse. Roadhouse.
Oh,
Roadhouse.
He's just awful. He's just awful. In that.
Well, he's not an actor. He's not an.
But like, dude, there's bad performances, and then there's what he gave. You know.
Yeah.
It was appalling.
And sorry, Phil. I mean, it is tangential to the issue because Wolverine's in it. But I just want to say on the flip side as well, about that hullabaloo about him being too tall. The other discussions I've heard, look, number one, they're happy with the costume. They're happy that the sleeves have been ripped off, which I'm very happy with as well.
I'm happy.
But then again, more frustration on their end of not seeing the mask. I think we'll see the mask, right?
Who the fuck are these people, Ray? Who the fuck are these people, man?
I think we're going to get the mask just because I think Hugh Jackman is getting up there, so eventually we're going to get, if he's going to continue as Wolverine at all, we're going to get the whole Robert Downey Jr. thing. It's like, once that mask goes on, it's the stunt double, and Hugh goes.
Absolutely.
100%.
It would be funny if they had this.
Ray, I want names of who is asking these stupid questions to you, because I want to send someone out to break their legs. Like, Dave, it's just ridiculous.
I'm just lurking. They're not addressed at me. I'm just reading the Wolverine pages, and all the fans are like, these fans are kind of like, it's no good without the mask. It's like, settle down. I mean, the mask is on the popcorn buckets and it's on the promos. I'm sure we're gonna get something, right?
Guess what? I've read a lot of Wolverine comics without the mask. I've read a lot of Wolverine comics without the mask.
You're lucky he's all wearing an eye patch.
I was about to say, just slap an eye patch on him. I'll be happy. And a white tuxedo.
But Ray, there's a scene in one of the trailers where you see a back shot of him in Madripoor, which is probably Patch.
In the trailer, really? I didn't recall that. Really, that's awesome. I mean, well, Madripoor is established, right?
In the first trailer, in the first trailer, you see a back shot of him in a white tuxedo with his hair up.
Really awesome. Okay, I got to watch that again. That's awesome.
It's in the trailer. It's in not the one that came out a couple of days ago. The one before.
Yeah, I can't remember the one before because the second one just blew me away. So I've got to look at the first one again. But how cool is this, Phil? Wolverine coming back.
I won't hear a bad word said. I won't hear a bad word said about Hugh Jackman. I'm absolutely at a point now where I feel the man has done so much for this franchise, and frankly, know, I mean, one day he will be recast. That'll be a sad day for humanity.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, you know, Father Time takes us all, Dave. So, you know, he can't live forever.
Sure.
But yeah, it's gonna be a sad day.
Healing factor. No, and I do want to say this. I want to say this, and I'm serious. I will certainly be able to accept a new Wolverine actor. Do you know what I mean? I will accept it. I just want you to go out on a high note, basically. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What if it is Danny DeVito, Dave? Would you be happy with that or?
No. And I don't think it should be. I look. I have read hundreds, if not thousands, of Wolverine comics. I love Wolverine. I think it needs to be a super short person. It could be an average sized person, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need like a midget. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world, guys. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they'll probably distinguish him from Hugh. They will probably make him slightly more bestial and a bit more rugged.
Yeah.
But half reason for doing that is to distinguish him from Hugh Jackman. So it'll be a casting decision. You know, I turned off my camera, by the way, guys, because I think I was still having issues. So
no worries. No, it's getting better. No, look, I've got a couple other things, but I don't want to railroad this episode because I know what will kind of.
No, ask away. I'm excited to hear it, man.
Well, only because Dave, because when I did say I lurked, I did interact. You know, I just threw my penny in the fountain as well. You know, to see what happened.
What other questions have they got? I'll answer.
Well, so you know, as I was saying, the Wolverine fans were up in arms that he was not short enough, and God forbid he's the same height as Deadpool when they do that slow-mo walkout. I sent a little gif of Elsa from Frozen. You know, let it go.
Let it go. Yeah. It's a good one, Ray. I like it.
And the guy responded back. He goes, "No, I can't." He said, to the words of I'm paraphrasing. I'm Canadian and I'm very short. I'm repping. So he's standing up for all the short people, all the short Canadian people, Dave. So what do you think of that?
What makes this more amusing is Hugh Jackman's definitely on the back end of playing Wolverine.
I know, yeah.
Like, it's not like he got cast yesterday.
That's 24 years.
1998. Yeah.
Like 24
so it's like, calm down. You'll get your wish probably very shortly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so
I don't understand.
Anyway, I thought it just
they should think about the franchise and what these two people, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, are doing. They're basically holding this fucking leaking ship that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe up and giving it a huge boost when it's had dismal films and dismal results for like the last 2 years. Like, no one gives a shit about fucking the Marvels or Echo or Ant-Man 3 and all these other shit movies that made no money. This movie will make money. That's the difference. You know what I mean? These people who are complaining should probably look at this film and go, yeah, these two people are actually holding up this fucking whole franchise pretty much by themselves. And these so-called fans, need to calm down.
Well, what are your thoughts, Phil, on that as well? I mean, I think it is going to be a massive shot in the arm for Marvel, the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
This film.
Yeah. Again, there's been so much positive feedback for that from those trailers. And like we were saying, X-Men 97's been getting good press.
It's so fucking good, Phil. It is so good. I love
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Convince him, Dave. Convince him.
So good.
But like, one of the things
we're on an upswing here. So why the fuck are these people complaining? They need to basically seriously. I don't know. Like, they need to calm. I mean, I'm getting upset now.
Yeah, go back to eating your tofu. Yeah, come on.
I know. Can we at least acknowledge that this movie is going to do so well for Marvel and whatever, and just enjoy it rather than kind of like people just.
I think those guys are very much in the minority. I think that they're
they're loud.
Know what I mean? Like the real Wolverine fans are going to be pretty fucking happy with this movie.
Oh,
Seriously.
It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. All the Easter eggs as well. I don't want to spoil anything for people that are listening, but did you see all those Easter eggs dropped in the trailer?
Well, tell us. I saw the one about Liefeld.
Oh yeah, the Just Feet. That was funny.
What other ones are there, Ray? Tell me, because I've only watched.
Oh, the appearances. There are some cameos, like established cameos
Cassandra?
from X2. No, Lady Deathstrike, Azazel. From last first class.
A bunch of those old X-Men villains are working.
Yeah.
Where are they in the trailer? Because I feel like I missed them.
Dave, sorry, go Phil. Yeah.
They come out of the giant Ant-Man head or whatever.
Yeah. So they're there, Dave. You know, when you see Ant-Man's helmet rise, the giant man's helmet rise. And incidentally, I love that reference to Old Man Logan. Brilliant having the Ant-Man corpse there. But yeah, they're waiting outside there, Dave. It's Pyro, which we knew who we knew was going to be in it. Lady Deathstrike, Azazel, Quill, that really stupid mutant, I thought, from The Last Stand. He can like grow spikes out of his face. Arclight, apparently, she was one of the Marauders as well.
Right.
So there are a fair few of them.
And obviously Cassandra Caine.
Nova,
yeah, Cassandra Nova.
Nova, sorry.
Yeah.
Cassandra Nova, yeah. It's great to see her.
I was checking out the actress who plays her, and she's pretty cool. Like, I reckon she would make a really good Cassandra. So she's what an awesome villain, hey?
Yeah, she's great. She's literally his evil twin, yeah? But Xavier's evil twin.
Didn't she try to strangle him in the womb?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got a question.
Created by Grant the Highest Fuck Morrison. Yeah.
Oh, he was okay.
Yeah. He was like smoking the wacky tobacco that day. I've got a question, Phil. Do you think she'll turn up in X-Men 97 as well?
You never know. Maybe. I think there's only like 3 episodes left in season 1, but again, I mean, you never know. Again, that could be a cliffhanger for season 1.
I am loving this X-Men 97 more than anything. Ray and I talk about it after every episode. It's so good.
We're going to do a watch party, Dave. It's so
send us feedback after after this season ends. Lilith and I are going to be doing an episode on it. So
absolutely,
cool.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
some big touchstones, milestone, like episode 5. You know,
I think it's the best show that I'm watching right now out of all the shows I'm watching. I think it's fantastic.
I agree.
It's something I literally look forward to every week.
And it's an animated series, right? You know, we're talking about like
which
getting
I like.
I know, but just we're getting so much joy, and you get immersed in it. It's something along the lines that you'd expect for a live action series, let alone
totally, Ray. I totally agree. And I'm also going back and I'm watching selective episodes from the 90s original as well.
Yeah.
Like, like I'll just check out a few shows here and there.
Yeah.
I watched Beauty and the Beast the other day, actually. Which is a good episode to watch. It's so much fun. Like, I just think it's great. Man, I'm disappointed to hear it's only like going to have a couple more episodes. I wanted like a 25 episode.
Yeah, I was talking to Phil about that. I wish that was Phil, but apparently just 10. But as I mentioned, Dave, I think they have announced season 3 as being.
They have. They fired the showrunner though. They fired the showrunner right before the thing. You know that Bo DeMayo.
Bo DeMayo, really?
Right before it started too. Yeah.
Right before it started. Yeah. They fired him like the day before it premiered. And he wrote the first 2 seasons.
Okay. I tried to actually reach out to him because he did some writing, or he was some sort of producer on the Moon Knight TV show. And
Blade.
Yeah. So
he locked down all his social media when he got fired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
he probably had to sign something, couldn't talk about certain things.
Yeah. It's such a good show, and also I think
they fired a proud gay black man. So it's very insinuatory.
But I think for the show as well.
Shoot someone in the street.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe just creative. I don't. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. As long as the show's good, I don't mind. But also as well, I think that they're thinking of making X-Men 97 like canon for the MCU, right, or something like that. They're thinking of linking it with. They've already linked it to What If, the
I don't
animated
understand
series.
what that means.
Well, then you start getting
Really?
characters from, I guess, the MCU films in animated form coming in.
Well,
So it's
like
just part of the multiverse, basically.
I mean, you guys watched
right?
this week's episode, right? This past week's episode.
Yeah. We had
Captain
yeah.
America.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah.
Voiced by Josh Keaton,
Yeah,
who
but
does
like-
a great. Yeah. Sorry,
Some of
Dave.
the original series, they had a crossover with Spider-Man, didn't they? So,
Yeah, they did. They did. Yes.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
90s show.
No,
think that-
I just love the idea that it's not isolated. That we'll
Yeah.
get other characters coming in. So,
Yeah. But would it mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, when you say it's canon, wouldn't that mean it's like in the multiverse on one universe?
I mean,
Is that right?
I think by default that is right, but yeah, actually that's a good point, Dave, because I don't know whether it means it's within the universe, but it has to be part of the timeline, right, of the multiverse. It can't be the actual MCU. So yeah,
With the animated, that'd be kind of hard to. Yeah.
it's
but
bigger
no,
MCU.
but hang on,
'Cause
they
they're
did
gonna
that. They did that.
only-
They did that for the was it the In the Mouth of Madness or whatever, the Doctor Strange one, right? Peggy Carter, Captain Carter, she was from the What If, but she translated it into live action, and so did the others. So that was a weird, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a multiverse character,
But no, the same character, but just as the live version of the same character. So anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know if they could do that with X-Men '97. Some of the original voice actors are getting up there.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah.
No, true. I think we lost Dave. I think the Wolverine fans have gotten him.
Oh yeah. There's many fandoms gunning for Dave Finn.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, is Dave back?
Maybe.
Hey.
David.
hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I don't know what happened then. I'm back though.
That's okay. So we're saying the Wolverine fans were trying to get at you. So
Well, I want on this podcast right now. You and I are massive Wolverine fans. You know what I mean? So they needn't come at me because I'm a huge Wolverine fan.
Exactly. And speaking of Wolverine, Phil, I mean, we should probably.
Oh yes, these issues. Yeah. So, what did you guys think about the? Kaine. Yes, Kaine. Well, he gets called in for this Dedios, and it's like, oh yeah, go kill Wolverine.
Yeah. I like how he kind of pauses for a second, but then he just goes, yeah, okay. Like it's no easy task, right? He knows the gravity of it. It just goes, okay, all right.
Like it's a minor inconvenience. So yeah, okay, I guess I'll kill Wolverine. Okay.
No, really. Yeah, Dave, you still there?
Dave?
Yeah, I'm here, but I just can't see Phil. I'm actually going to switch to my phone, guys, because whatever's happening with my computer is terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to switch to my phone. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Phil, I really enjoyed it. I think Yost has a good handle of, first and foremost, I think of the voicing for Wolverine, and I think he did some really good service because there's a fair bit of the X-Men school involved in seeing all the mutants there. Like I think it was in the second issue of this arc where Scarlet Spider Kaine takes on Beast and Iceman and Kitty Pryde. And I thought that was done really well. Like the fight scenes were done really well, but in and around that, I think it was a really solid story. I was taken back by the villain Red Death, but I like the deep cut there as to who she was. And I love the guild. I think they're great. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't mention Gambit at all, even Wolverine or whatever about the guild, because he was a large part of that. But anyway, beside that, really good, just really fun. Araceli was really cool as well. I thought she was pretty funny with Hummingbird, and she was annoying. Hey, Dave.
I think I solved the problem. Guess what? It was all my
Was
own
it?
fault.
Was it?
So yeah,
happened?
it was all. It was. I'm an idiot, basically. I accidentally had my VPN set up, and I think that was interfering with the whole thing. And I actually didn't realize. See, now it's perfectly clear. So
Yes, perfectly clear.
So my apologies, guys. My apologies to the Wolverine fans. I was a little grumpy, and I love the Wolverine fans, but like they took some friendly fire. What can I say?
Exactly. You should never apologize, Dave. They have to be as grizzly
It's
and
not a
hardened
proper
as
apology. It's not a sincere apology. It's a token apology at best. Yeah.
But anyway, Dave, like we were just talking about the overall. Like, what did you think of like Wolverine and interaction with Scarlet Spider in these issues?
Good, really good.
Yeah.
I also I read a lot of. Well, I read the entirety of Jason Aaron's Wolverine and the X-Men when this is clearly set.
Nice.
And I loved this. I thought these 3 issues were an absolute pleasure. They read so easily. I felt like he got Wolverine and other X-Men members too, because it was more than just Wolverine. I thought it was an effortless read. I thought it was fantastic, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, if there's one like quibble I have, and I think I raised this with the previous filler issue that we covered last time. I think towards the end, the art kind of changed. It kind of simplified. And again, I wonder about timing issues and whatever. It's not a big thing, but it was noticeable for me because I really do. Like, I'm looking at the first issue now, and I really do love the art. But I felt it kind of fell off towards the end. And again, I wonder whether that's...
my expectations for art from Marvel Comics have declined so drastically that when they're serviceable, as they are here, that's good enough. I'll tell you a story, kids. Okay, so last night, as everyone knows, I'm a huge Emma Frost fan. Okay, I love Emma Frost. She's my favorite. So I've been waiting to read this issue called Emma Frost Black that I've had for years. Last night, I sat down and said, I'm going to read Emma Frost Black. Some of the poorest art I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
Comic.
Oh,
just terrible. Like, when I say terrible art, you would be embarrassed to put this in a comic. This is high school level art.
Wow.
And I was just like, who the hell did this? I mean, look, and don't get me wrong, the story was also pretty poor as well. And I got to it, and that has been on my iPad to read for years. And when I finally got there, and one of my favorite characters of all time, I mean, she did what I would think the ugliest Rogue you could do. I mean, Rogue looked like a 40-year-old guy, you know? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is the artwork in Marvel Comics often is so poor. And here, it's what I would call serviceable.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good at the beginning. I just thought it got watered down towards the end, but
it fell off the cliff. It fell, you know what it is? You know what it is? They don't care about quality at all. You know what I mean? The story was good, and they're like, "Oh well, fuck, we've actually got a good story. That's rare." So let's just fill in the blanks with the artwork, and it was good enough. Like I wasn't sitting here thinking it's amazing. Oh my god, I was like, it's good enough. It got us to the end point. But I agree with you, Ray. It did fall off, but that's to be expected. You know?
I just remembered. I have a recommendation, especially for you, Dave. The new issue of Daredevil came out this week. It's the 60th anniversary issue, so it's bigger. It has a whole bunch of backups. There's a DG Chichester story in there. It's another Black Armor story. It's like 10 pages.
Nice.
But it's when Daredevil, Black Armor Daredevil met Frank Castle. It's a Frank Castle.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Wow. DG Chichester's just become my favorite guy.
It's set in the 90s, so it's 90s Frank Castle.
I'll check it out. Thank you for that recommendation, Phil. I wasn't aware of that at all.
The art is good on it. Oh yeah. It's like I said, it's only 10 pages in that issue, but yeah, it's good.
Beautiful.
I mean, also, Dave, to be fair, this on the flip side as well, like with Marvel art, I find that a lot with the secondary characters. Like, the likes of X-Men and Spider-Man, they generally bring out their A-listers. I mean, if you look at now, like,
so they should.
Pepe Larraz and, David Marquez and that, all pretty good, really good artists.
Yeah, they're good. But I'm talking about some of the other guys and gals filling the slots.
Well, I mean, like Scarlet Spider's it's
Sure.
not a top
Yeah,
tier
what I was gonna
title.
say is that the problem
Yeah.
too with like a Spider-Man franchise or the X-Men franchise. It's like when you get like 3, 4, 5 books deep, it's like okay, now is
yeah.
that when we start to see? Because again, you get the
Yeah.
main X-Men book, the main
Yeah.
1 or 2 X-Men books, you're gonna get good art, but it's like when you're
Yeah.
getting to like the 3rd,
Uncanny.
4th
Yeah.
spin-off,
Mm.
it's just sometimes you're not getting that best artist.
Can
I
I
agree. I agree.
Incidentally, I just got to say, I watched Across the Spider-Verse again today. Oh my
Oh,
god,
brilliant.
it's so good. It is so good.
Brilliant movie. It's a brilliant movie.
Just speaking of art, because the graphics there are just phenomenal.
Oh,
anyway.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you guys. Just referencing back to X-Men 97, do you think there's a chance Spidey will turn up either in this season or next season?
Yeah, I hope
You
so.
know?
I think next season at least. I think
I
maybe.
would love, and going on to that, I would love to see the Spider-Man show rejuvenated like the X-Men one has been.
Well, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about that, and all the other 90s shows as well, like
Bring it on.
Wolverine
to me,
and
the
the
Spider-Man
X-Men.
show was just as good as the X-Men show. I thought that
Oh,
were
it was
excellent.
great.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed
it's
it.
a great
The
show.
Incredible Hulk was decent.
I've watched
Um,
all the Incredible Hulk on Disney Plus. I love it. I've seen all the episodes.
Well,
Yeah.
I love that. I remembered from my youth there was another Hulk series. It only lasted 12 episodes.
Right.
But it was around the 90s as well. I'm gonna have to find it for you. Yeah, so when I looked at the Disney Plus ones, it's like, I don't remember these episodes, and it came in between that and
It was on the one that's on Disney Plus in Australia was on Foxtel, and I didn't see it until the when I say late 90s, like 98, 99, and they had it on there, and I'd never seen it. And I watched most of it then. Yeah, it's good, but I've caught all the episodes on Disney Plus, watched every single one. It's good fun. Yeah.
There's a really there's a 90s Fantastic Four one as well, which is okay, but I like that there's another Fantastic Four one. It used to be on Disney Plus, and they
from
took
the 80s.
I think it was from the 80s, but they took it down quickly, and it looked almost like manga, like anime.
Oh,
okay.
Oh yeah, I know. I think that one might have been like early mid 2000s. Maybe.
It was really good. I saw the first, and then they took it off Disney Plus. It's like, no way.
Oh, really?
That's a hard one to find, Dave, but it's definitely worth watching, I think.
My memory as a kid, as a little kid, I remember getting it, and I'm a bit older than both you guys, a few years on you, Ray, don't I? That Spider-Man: The Amazing Friends was my introduction to Spider-Man.
I watched that as a kid. kid.
Firestar and Iceman,
And I remember that I loved it, but I also have this memory that there was like a really ancient Fantastic Four cartoon, like from the 70s or something.
Is it the motion comic one?
Maybe. I don't know.
They had Iron Man and Hulk.
I think it's the one, isn't it? It's like it's the Fantastic Four, but there's no Human Torch. It's Herbie the robot instead, or something.
That probably is it. And I just remember it being a thing. I don't really, as I was a little kid.
I didn't see a ton of it, but I thought you guys were going to say around the. I remember at least up here on Saturday mornings we would get Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and then after that we would get there was another Hulk animated series, which I don't even think it's on Disney Plus.
I think that's probably the one I'm talking about, Phil. There's only 12 episodes of that.
There's only 12. That might be it.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite one because the opening theme and all that, I kind of still remember it. And when I watched the Hulk one on Disney Plus, I was like, this is not the opening I remember.
So was it from like the 80s? Was it like
Like I said, every Saturday morning it came on right after.
I feel like I saw a couple of episodes of it.
Okay. I will tell you this, and this is you'll know if this is it or not. Every time Banner would change, every time the Hulk would change back in the Banner, his shirt would magically reappear.
Yeah, well, that's.
I just remember the Hulk had bushy eyebrows. Remember that, Phil? He's got
that's it.
He's got the bigger eyebrows.
What I did watch as a little kid was I did watch the Incredible Hulk show while it was still on in the last couple of seasons, and I do remember watching that. And as a kid, I remember the Hulk, and I remember there was a couple of those live-action Spider-Man TV shows.
Yeah.
If you remember, and I remember loving them, and everyone was like, "Oh, they're so shit." I was like, "I loved them."
Well, we were starved.
I think,
at that age.
I was super young. You know what I mean? Like,
remember, was it Peter Parker went to the Empire State Building and he was like mind controlled with a badge or something. Remember that? And he was asked to jump off, and as he was going off the ledge, the badge got clipped off, and he's like, "Oh, what happened?" I remember
vaguely. Yeah. No, there were two of them, and I watched both of them. But like when we were little kids, like it was kind of all you had, but we kind of
Yeah.
loved it, you know.
Oh,
like,
loved
to
it,
be
loved
honest.
it.
We were
Yeah.
super young.
Yeah.
But
I
I
thought we
remember
were-
loving Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That was a show I would watch, you know.
Yeah,
consistently.
I didn't see that until a bit later. Yeah, that
Hey,
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
you guys know who loved all that 70s Marvel stuff? Charlie Esser. That's right.
Oh, hey.
He would have loved it. Yeah.
That's
Good on
awesome.
him.
Nice
Rest
one.
in
Where did you get
peace.
that?
Yeah.
Lilith sent it to me, and now every so often he makes an appearance. You know,
Oh,
anytime, I
that's
do,
very cool.
anytime I do the voice now, Lilith is like, "Oh God, what did I do?"
No, well, you know, God bless him. And
Yeah, God bless
like, I mean, he was around my age and your age, wasn't he, Ray? Like, he was in his, like, 40s,
I think he's a bit
wasn't he?
older. He's a bit
A
older.
bit older? Yeah, okay.
He was in
But
50s,
if he was a
right?
bit older, it would even
Yeah.
be more present in your mind. You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
What I do remember, and I have a very distinct memory. So I wouldn't have been 10. I was probably about 7. And there was this thing with Spider-Man. And Stan Lee must have made an appearance or done something on one of those shows. And he was there with the mustache. And I just remember so confused by who this old guy was. Like,
yeah.
I know Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Stan did like the intro for like every episode.
Yeah. Yes. And I think someone had a comic or a magazine where Stan was there in the real 70s, like, you know, car salesman kind of thing that he always had on the blazer. And I was always like, who is this guy? And they were like, he created Spider-Man. And I was like, what does that mean?
Well, yeah, exactly. What's it mean? Because he's real, right? So what does that mean?
Yeah, I was like, he created it. Like,
yeah.
So in my mind, he's always been super intertwined, even though I was too young to understand who he actually was.
Yeah.
And when I was older, I was like, oh, right. Just a few years older, you're like, oh, I get it. He wrote everything at the beginning. Yeah, he created it. I get it. But as a little kid, it was confusing. I was like, who is this old guy always with Spider-Man?
Yeah, Dave, I went through that conversation with Finn just today as well. Because, like, we see Stan Lee in the Marvel Legos Xbox game all the time. And then we were watching Across the Spider-Verse, and Stan Lee's in that. And I said, oh, that's Stan Lee again. And I said, he's the guy that made Spider-Man. And Finn was like, well, what? I was like, yeah, he's the guy that, yeah.
It's confusing.
Really, Finn stopped with the Batman for 2 seconds.
Batman. Favorite character.
A dark day when that happened.
Did you send Dave that picture of your son holding a Batman toy in the store?
Did. He loves it.
You failed, Ray. You failed.
That's all right. Look, I'll just let him, run its course. He likes Robin. He actually likes Rob. He likes Robin a lot.
Okay,
so
but Robin's designed. That's why Robin was designed, to appeal to the little kid, to bring him.
Yeah.
So
well, in Batman Lego, because we played Batman Lego Xbox, he likes Robin, so that's good.
I love Batman.
And then one day he'll be about 12, and he'll stumble across Dark Knight Returns. It'll become Batman. Will become his favorite of all time. And Ray will just be like crying in the corner.
Nah, look, if that happens, Dave, I'm just gonna throw Garth Ennis's Punisher at him, just like just to try to get him off, get him off the sense. Yeah.
Just go super violent. Just go. You go. That's weak. Look at this.
I'm just waiting for that 2-hour conversation. No, this is Moon Knight. This is better.
Yeah. No, he likes Moon Knight, but he I'm very jealous of Finn because he's at the age, obviously, he's discovering all the superheroes. He's loving it. So I'm just supporting it, encouraging it. He loves. Yeah,
who's his favorite?
I'll tell you, really weird. His favorite is Dr. Kurt Connor's The Lizard. He likes the lizard.
This is pretty cool.
Good on you. I was like, good. He goes, yeah, he loves it. So no, and he loves Spider-Man is top.
Yeah. Well,
he actually really likes Miles as well. He really likes that, which is good. So yeah.
Oh, well, if it's like Spider-Man, then that's actually excellent, really.
And he recognizes Ben Reilly because we were watching Across the Spider-Verse.
Wow.
He goes, Dad, that's the one that you like. And he pointed, I go, that's Ben Reilly.
With the cut-off T-shirt and stuff, wasn't it? And the hoodie and stuff. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. So that's good.
That's great.
Anyway, so sorry, Phil, back. We are sidetracking here.
I'm just surprised Dave hasn't mentioned this art yet.
Yeah, I know. That was good. And I was a bit confused with what was going on. But essentially, the Assassin's Guild was sacrificing people to satisfy that lady who obviously had some prior encounter with the X-Men, it seems.
Yeah, she was a really super powerful being, but I think the Assassin's Guild, yeah, exactly, just to try to save themselves, were throwing other people under the bus, so to
Right.
speak. And they put Scarlet Spider on Wolverine's scent to, I think, just to I don't think they were expecting him to actually kill Wolverine, but they just wanted, I don't know, they wanted some more mayhem. At the same point, though, when I did read it, it was interesting that Scarlet Spider, he used that as kind of like an indirect way to try and get Wolverine to help him. Like, because
Yeah.
there's that conversation on the exit going, oh yeah, this is my plan all along to hopefully kind of convince you to help me take down the guild. And he goes, what, by trying to kill me? Yeah, well,
Yeah. and then as well, there was the twist at the end that he brought in the Arranger from Kingpin.
yeah.
That was a good twist, actually. And Kingpin took ownership of the Assassin's Guild, and then he cancelled the contract on Wolverine, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the story was good, but sometimes it seems like they bring in the Kingpin a little too much. It's like, oh hey, something evil's happening in the world. Well, the Kingpin's behind it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Kingpin's
Surely,
tentacles are everywhere. Yeah.
yeah, there should be. I mean, that's why I guess sometimes I try to just take him out of the picture. That's why there's all that vacuum, and give the others, give Hammerhead some time to show, give Tombstone some time.
Tombstone,
Come
Yeah,
on,
his
Why
favorite.
not?
there's a Madam Mask, like fantastic, like. Phil, I say all of this. I'm so mega behind in comics, so I haven't finished Gang War yet, so I don't know what's happened.
Tombstone was all over that. How are you not reading Gang War?
I am reading. No, definitely reading it, but yeah, just a bit behind on that stuff. But that's all done and gone, right?
Come on, Ray. You're on parental leave, Ray. Come on.
I know. I've got you see me, Dave. When we meet up, I get the pile of comics and in the brown bag, and I haven't bagged or bought it.
Comics in the brown bag.
Yeah, exactly. Now I see him. He comes in. He's supporting that shop like solo. I think really.
Dave's always amazed.
You ain't nothing. You ain't no support. Lilith Hellfire goes into her local store like 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah,
really.
Well, that's massive. Yeah. That's great.
He's putting
and that's a small shop.
He's putting that guy's kids through medical school. Yeah.
This week I'm getting my Deadpool Legacy figures, Wolverine and Deadpool, which I am getting from that store, right?
Don't discount Dave. Dave gets it through other avenues, right? Omnibuses, figures, collectibles.
Oh yeah. I'm doing my fair share. Jesus.
Yeah. What was the last one you picked up? Dave, you picked up the Iron Man. MCU Iron Man, that was pretty good. Marvel Legends, that was
Marvel Legends figure, yeah. I did pick that up, and I picked up not that long ago the Gwenpool Omnibus as well.
Okay,
I just threw it down. Yeah. I just walked out with it. I said, "Yep, Gwenpool, give it to me.
Yeah,
I need it." The Spider-Verse Omnibus, that thing's massive.
That's
seriously
awesome.
Jesus Christ!
How many Deadpool omnibuses have you, Dave? I'm on a big Deadpool fix at the moment. So
I've got Joe Kelly's one. And I've got a couple of Sherry Duggan's ones.
Have you got the Deadpool team ups? Like that came out.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, I do. And I have one that's like all the stuff leading up to Joe Kelly. I don't know, like every appearance of Deadpool. I got it years ago. Sorry, it's not recent. But it's like every appearance of Deadpool from when he started, including what do you call the miniseries that lead up to the start of the ongoing. Okay. So that's one.
Yeah, and it was like 2 miniseries and a bunch of X-Force issues. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that, and then I've got the Joe Kelly one, which I love. The Joe Kelly one's like one of my favorite omnibuses that I own, honestly. They may bury it with me, frankly. Under my arm, one arm Wolverine and one arm Deadpool. And just like
that's when I started collecting Deadpool hardcore, was during the Joe Kelly. That was like 98 or something. Yeah.
I was about to ask for, so do you still collect Deadpool floppies and stuff? Do you still collect the title?
Oh yeah, I do. When it's, I mean,
nice. Yeah.
Every so often, they'll take breaks these days. But yeah. I mean, there was a certain period, man. They were doing like what 2-3 Deadpool.
Oh yeah, that was heaps. Like they just rebooted it, and it was a really lackluster fucking issue.
The new one, yeah.
Cody Ziegler. I've got
it's
that
all right. I mean, again, it's only one issue, so I'm like,
I think he's a pretty solid writer, but yeah.
Hey guys, guess what, guys? You're like politicians here. I'm real talk right now. It's an awful issue. It's a fucking terrible issue.
I haven't read
what it is.
I haven't read it.
I'll summarize it. It's very bland. It's very, 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 very tame. And it's just,
Right.
it feels like he's just doing by the numbers. It's really not good.
Have you read? Is it Alyssa Wong? Did she do the one before it? Have you read that?
Yeah.
Dave?
That wasn't my
Wasn't
favorite.
good. No.
No, it
How about the
wasn't.
Kelly? How about the Kelly Thompson one?
Kelly Thompson was good.
It was quite good, yeah. Jerry
was it?
Duggins was
Okay.
excellent. Jerry Duggins
was the latest one. That the last
Kelly
one I collected.
Thompson I read most of, and she's actually quite good, as she normally
Okay.
is. I like Kelly Thompson.
She's very good. Yeah, very
All right,
solid.
Unfortunately.
All right,
Sorry,
I'll give you a recommendation to watch out for an upcoming. I think it's in June or something. Kelly Thompson is going to be doing a over at Image Comics a Scarlet miniseries, for GI Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking to her about that. Yeah,
Really?
Uh-huh.
Because we're doing all of them on Signal. We've been doing all the G.I. Joe issues. So I would be very interested. I should reach out to her. Is she pretty easy to get? Did she come back to you?
Yeah, she's free. She'll usually come on. And she's.
I'd like to get Kelly Thompson because I like her on a lot of stuff she's done.
Oh, yeah.
I'll listen to that interview. Can you tell me when you do that interview, Phil, so I can listen?
Yeah. We're gonna wait till the first issue of that because Scarlet comes out. So that's like I said, it's probably not gonna be till like.
I am the biggest Scarlet fan. I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, Phil. Big fan. And we've done all the issues of the reboot, and they've been really good, actually.
Oh yeah, like the Cobra Commander and the Duke and stuff.
Yeah.
Me, Russell, and Justin have been doing that once.
Yo, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Joe.
That and the
Ray needs to get on board. I keep telling Ray he needs to get on board.
Yeah, I feel like I've missed the train. I feel I've missed the boat on that one.
Oh yeah, they're good. Yeah,
it's tied, Ray.
It's tied
a world to try and.
It's tied into the new Transformers series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Ray. It's
if
time,
you can
man.
say hello to Kelly Thompson, Phil. Say I'm a big fan as well.
Oh yeah, but you're not reading it. You've not.
No, I read a lot of it. No, I read a lot of it. So I haven't read her Deadpool stuff, but I absolutely love all her other. Black Widow was awesome.
Well, okay. Let me tell you this. This new
West Coast
Deadpool
Avengers.
New Deadpool run, sadly, has a leftover from the previous run. One of my pet hates. In comics.
What is a leftover?
Like a fucking animal that's with her.
It's like a pet symbiote thing. It's like a pet symbiote thing.
It's so stupid. But like it's so dumb that should have been wrapped up in the last person's run. But instead we're left with it's like you're left over with the leftovers from the meal from last night, except you don't like the meal. And I'm like, no, I was incensed when we did that issue. And I think I was calling for people's heads. And I think CB may have come under fire at one point.
Surprisingly. Phil, has Wolverine Deadpool is it World War III or something? Has that come out yet?
Not yet.
This week.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to that. Is that Cubit? That's Cubit, right?
And Joe Kelly. Yeah, it is Cubit.
Yes.
And we'll be doing it on the show this week, Ray, by the way.
Well, hopefully I will.
That one.
I would like to leave some. Yeah, I gotta read it. It's really good. Anyway,
Ray, you need to get your life together, man. You like the Tigers. You're on a 3-match losing streak, my friend.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Turn around. You need to turn it around, Ray.
Yeah, I can turn it around.
You can do it.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Deadpool's good. I like Deadpool.
Okay. I got a disappointment and a recommendation. The disappointment this week was Amazing Spider-Man. Chasm's back.
Oh, bullshit! No way.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, hopefully he's back so they can fix him straight away.
I hope, but again, it's Zeb Wells, so I ain't holding out no hope there.
Oh.
Zeb Wells. By the way, Ray, your boy Zed McKay, is that his name?
Jed McKay.
Yeah. Jed McKay, he's taking over one of the X-Men titles.
I know he's taking the X-Men title.
And he's writing Avengers, man. He's silent.
Which
one's he taking? Because I know Gail Simone's doing, I think, Uncanny.
She's doing Uncanny X-Men. Jed McKay's doing X-Men. Just X-Men.
Okay.
The one with
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Gail Simone ones as well. That's David Marquez.
Me too. I'm jumping on board. I'm jumping on board.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm on that hype train for the X-Men. Krakoa's over. I read an article by where they interviewed Brevoort, your favorite Dave. And
I've declared a ceasefire on Brevoort because I want to get him on the show. There's a ceasefire in operation. It's a negotiated
if he ever catches wind of all your previous comments and stuff,
then fuck him. Then fuck him. Then burn him.
That's why his internet connection's been slow, man. He's scrubbing the internet of all dimensions of him and Brevoort.
Look, occasionally we throw Brevoort a bone. Very occasionally.
Yeah. But he said as well, because they're all talking, some fans are kind of concerned about, this new run, what's that? They're kind of wiping the slate, and Krakoa's kind of like nothing now. And Brevoort's basically saying, we always reset stories. Like, this is a reset. We do this all the time in comics. It's just nothing new.
That is
so,
true.
yeah, absolutely, which I totally agree as well. So I'm looking forward to this kind of new start.
I will make a comment, though. I think Krakoa will go down as an interesting idea with a great first act that they didn't know how to follow up on. And it could have been, if it had been executed properly, and I dare I say professionally, it could have been a long-running idea for the X-Men.
Well, once again, I think they had I think they even confirmed they had there was like a first, second, third act, but it's like it must have been selling, so they're like, no, just keep the second act going.
Yeah, and then it petered out.
I mean, Krakoa's been going since what, 2018, 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, has it not pre-COVID? No, has it?
Yeah, it started.
It was pre-COVID.
I thought it was post-COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was pre-COVID when he.
Wow, that's long. Yeah.
My point is, I'm looking forward to the reboot too.
Yes.
But many reboots don't work. So and the hype on it, they've really got to hop on board the hype train that comes with X-Men 97, because I think there will be a lot more eyeballs on the title. I think a lot of lapsed X-readers will come back.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at some of the lineups for these new X-books, I think they are jumping on the hype train. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm really
glad.
I'm excited.
I mean, look, my limited knowledge of the Krakoa whole kind of saga. What's your take? So essentially, like, any mutant can come back from the dead, right? They just get gold balls to freaking grow them again. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I feel
I think
really
it's an
like
interesting concept. I think the whole thing's a really interesting concept that probably isn't best suited to a Marvel franchise.
Yeah. But it's just that, like, it there's no, how shall I say, there's nothing more at stake anymore. Like, if anyone can just come back,
there's some interesting ideas in, like, you can come back as the version you want to be. So you can come back as different variations on the characters.
Well, yeah, they basically backed up people's brains with telepaths and stuff. So it's like you died, they cloned you a new body and through that.
Yeah, but what's the point if you can just? What's the point if you can just come back easily like that?
They've kind of they're like, that's been destroyed. I don't think they can do it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can't do that anymore. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, but Ray, in all honesty, if you read the opening stuff, it is.
I have read the.
I've
read Power of X and House of X. I loved it. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, and if you read it, there's some really interesting concepts and stuff in there. And in fairness, I read. I've been reading X-Force, and we did the last 3 issues of X-Force because I've been very critical of how evil Beast became. I fucking hate it.
Yes.
Well, they brought back the Beast from like the Defenders days,
basically the 80s Beast. Yeah.
The 80s. Like, almost. So he came back as a clone. They basically brought the clone in with which was the evil Beast destroyed every single clone except that one because he kind of couldn't destroy the last remnant of his kind of innocent self. Anyway, obviously, Evil Beast died.
And a Wonder Man appearance, and one or two of those.
A Wonder Man team up. Yeah. It's
cool.
It's an interesting read. You can read it. It's issues 48 to 50 of X-Force, which is the final 3 issues. We did it on the show this week. Look, it's okay as a story, but it's interesting concept, and it's the proper Beast is actually back now.
Okay, great.
Fantastic. As in the more innocent, good Beast.
Yeah. The more classic kind of my stars.
The full on the classic Beast that you see in X-Men 97 that's like hanging up, from upside down and saying, "Oh, my stars and garters" and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's still smart. He's still clever.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I hate that Evil Beast became basically Dark Beast. That's what happened.
Yeah. That was so stupid.
It's so dumb. Okay. That poisoned me off the whole thing because they made him too evil. He was like way too evil.
David, isn't one of your friends a really big Beast fan? He wanted a Beast movie. What was it?
Well, yeah. I mean, Jay Mad Dog Davies. Yeah, he's not a big comic guy. He only liked Beast from the Kelsey Grammer, and his famous comment was, "I want a Beast movie, no sidekicks." but he wouldn't be aware of the inner workings of Marvel Comics.
Sure.
At this
Sure.
I doubt he's tracking that closely. He's just hoping for Kelsey Grammer to come back at some point.
Oh, he was good, right? And
Did Kelsey
he
Grammer?
turned up-
He played him in the end of Marvels, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
Right?
I
Yeah.
think
Was
so,
the only good thing in that fucking movie.
Oh!
It was a terrible movie.
And I read just that they had plans for having a Spectrum series, but they canned that after the failure of Marvels. Did you hear about that?
I did, and I made a comment online today on Facebook. I said the interest in that character having a spin-off movie is close to absolute zero. It's just that was an appalling movie that killed people's careers at Marvel. It was an awful movie.
Well, I think they're starting to get the message of like what people want and don't want. Again, with X-Men '97, people liked it. They're like, okay.
That is the blueprint. Follow that, please.
You know what I think what's happened, Phil? I think they've finally fucking found Signal of Doom on the dial, and they're really starting to tune into what the fans want because I would say we're pretty clear. You know what I mean? I think we're pretty clear. And they're starting to, they're like, wow, this guy, these guys here are really starting to get the message out there. Yeah.
You know what? I know people are going to like, oh, Dave's insane and stuff, but I think Dave has a point. I mean, just from the stuff we've said on our shows and stuff, and we just see like Marvel, like kind of like silently do this months later. I think they do search the internet for podcasts and stuff, and you're just like,
probably have
people thinking.
They probably have staff like digital media like Agent M and all that, just scouring and seeing, okay, what is the flavor online? What are the fans kind of No, I'd agree as well.
They listen to our show and they're like, man, that Ray likes Marvel Snap.
Loves it. And they get it. It's a shock to the system when I come on, and like they have to conceal knowledge from Brevoort. They, because he's like trying to, what are they saying about me? And I'm like, oh, it's all good news from you, Brevoort. Yeah,
it's all good, Brevoort. Don't worry.
You and Akira Yoshida are safe. Don't worry.
I thought he was dead, but Gardner Fox really seems to hate you.
Exactly. Seriously,
don't hit that. Don't hit that.
AI Gardner Fox. An AI Gardner Fox on my show, I'd be very happy. Like an AI interview with Gardner Fox. Awesome.
It's crazy.
Hey, is anyone reading Ultimate Spider-Man? That is good.
I missed the. I've kind of gone off only because I wanted to collect that, but they all sold out at King's.
Oh yeah, they've been selling out. Again, it's married Spider-Man.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's a married Spider-Man with kids, and I think again that's another message Marvel's getting because that's selling out. Yeah.
No, I want to. When it gets to volume 1, I think we'll do it on the show because we did the first couple of issues, and I really enjoyed
I might get the
it.
trade.
So I want to wait for the first trade, which can't be far away.
It can't be because I think this was issue 4 that came out, so it must be getting close. So
from what I saw, look, I think eventually they're going to have to come around to and I think they're coming to the realization that people want the classic characters and like blah blah blah. Like it's not that surprising. Like there's a reason these characters are so damn popular, and some other characters are not, and are sort of Z list or D list characters. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure they listen to Signal. As I said, there's been a ceasefire declared on Brevoort, so he can come in now. And I said I won't ambush him much. We'll get an hour in before I pull the rug on him, Ray.
That's it. Lull him.
And I'll try to do the magician trick where you pull the rug and it leaves all the glasses on.
And he stays
sort of stunned. Yeah, he was stunned. And then I'll say, here's my question. I'll go, so with your treatment of Punisher, why was it so cowardly?
And there you go.
And just drop that bombshell and just see how he responds.
I just want to see him. I just want to see him answer some certain questions and to watch Dave like live bite his tongue off. Just like
yeah. Well, you've got to sometimes lure them into the web.
That's it.
Lure them in. You can't just blast from the beginning.
No,
you've got to lure them in.
Get them comfy. Get them a cup of tea. Make sure that they're nice and
put his feet up. Give him a nice beverage, Dave. And
the thing with him is he's going to come in like, look, he's looking around. Where are they going to snipe me from? Where's it going to be? But what a golden day that would be. I said it would be like Frost Nixon. If anyone's seen that movie, Ray, did I see you roll your eyes then? I think I saw you roll your eyes, Ray. There was no need for that.
No.
we get him in, and then we grind away for maybe say 20 minutes, and then I really start to turn the dial up.
Yeah,
and he starts to get a flavour for what the audience is thinking. And just how cowardly the treatment of Frank Castle was. But if his X-Men reboot's a success and the books are actually good, we can throw him a bouquet of roses at the start.
Look, again, I'm way out of touch. How is David Propose's Punisher? Is that still going? Or is it finished?
It was actually
Did
quite
it finish?
good. Yeah, it was just a mini.
Okay.
It was actually quite good. Really. You had him on the show, didn't you, Phil?
Yeah. Yeah, no, great guy.
Yeah, he's very good.
No, it was really quite readable. Yeah, it was quite good.
Nice. Yeah. But where does it leave? Is there any opening for Frank? Or what's happening?
It has nothing to do with Frank at all. It just sets up a character.
Yeah, Jake. Whatever.
That's like an alternate sort of Punisher.
Yeah,
it's to be honest, it's quite inconsequential, but it's quite well. The guy can write, and it's got good art as well. So
yeah. Nice.
Yeah, look, I'd happily read more from that guy because I thought he was a good writer.
Oh, he's very good. Yeah, I like Proposer. Dave. He's the guy that did Spencer and Locke. I told you about.
Okay. Did you?
That I brought that into the show, The Signal, to talk about it. It's really dark. It's kind of like Calvin and Hobbes meet Sin City. That's how he pitches it. It's about a detective he's got an imaginary friend. He's a bit mentally unstable. He's got an imaginary friend, which is a giant panther, and they
this is
investigate.
This is ringing a bell.
Yeah. And there's a whole lot of trauma with his parents and abuse and all that. It's really, really heavy. But yeah, no, Proposer's fantastic.
Ray. Like,
he's good.
Wow, Ray's just taking it into some deep waters. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can check that out. That's a comic, Ray, right?
Yeah, Spencer and Locke.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, his Punisher I thought was actually quite well told. It's quite inconsequential though. Like,
it's just a one and done, right?
It's like a 4-issue or 5-issue little mini.
Yeah, it's gonna have nothing to do with Frank Castle, but
nothing to do with Frank.
Story.
Yeah.
But I thought
it doesn't solve any problems. It just creates another guy who's running around being the Punisher.
Okay, fair enough.
Basically.
Right.
I want to read this thing
Frank.
that you're talking about, Phil. This Daredevil stuff.
Oh yeah, Daredevil number 8 came out this week, and like I said, there's that Chichester story in there with Frank Castle. It's set in the 90s, so it's Frank Castle's in there. Yeah,
bring it on, bring it on. Wow.
So should we wrap up Scarlet Spider? Have we?
Yeah.
Give us scores. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10 for the 3 issues.
Oh, nice.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'd agree. Something around 8.5. I think it was really highly enjoyable. The art, although I did mention that Peter's off, was really good. I really enjoyed it for the most part. Wolverine is always awesome. He had a fair bit to do, which was good. It's not like he was just in for like a token cameo.
Yeah.
You get Yost doing the mutant stuff very well, I thought, and interesting adversaries in Belladonna. Red Death, I wasn't too invested in Red Death, but she served a purpose and she did it, so that was okay. But the Assassin's Guild was pretty cool, I thought. Smithy, who's the other guy? Was it Harvest? All these other weird assassins, they were pretty cool. So,
question for you, Ray: what was the score? 8.5. Give us a
did we get a
lock in
score?
a number, please. Yeah.
8.5 then. 8.5.
Okay, all right. And Ray, I was going to say, wasn't it good? Belladonna was also seen in the X-Men 97 episode with the funeral of Gambit. She was there.
Yes, yeah, that was good. Question, in that funeral, who was the long-haired dude? Was that Alex Summers?
I heard it was his brother. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, go back and watch the episode. Yeah, from the original. Yeah.
Oh, that's his
the guy with the sort of like the Barry Gibb beard and long hair. Yeah,
the long hair. Yeah, that's his brother. Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, if you go back to the episode they introduce him, it's like you go back and see.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, 8.5. How about you, Phil? What do you make of these?
I think I gotta. I mean, this might sound kind of boring, but I might have to agree with you guys and do the 8.5 because the story's good. Like Ray
better
said,
than average.
Yeah, Yost gets the X-Men. Again, the art could have been better in a few places, or it also might have been higher. But it was overall a good story. And like Ray was saying, like I think when you dropped off, Dave, it's like I'm surprised they didn't mention Gambit at all since we weren't the Assassins.
Yeah, were you surprised, Dave? Like Gambit and Belladonna and the Guild.
It would have been good. I would have enjoyed it if they'd done it. Yeah, for sure.
But it's
maybe
kinda
had
like,
Gambit come in and just throw a card and just leave. You know?
actually, I mean, maybe not. I think it's similar to, like, say, if Sabretooth made an appearance, but whenever you see Sabretooth, you don't always have to mention Wolverine. So maybe that's fair enough.
Although I do like it when they do. But anyway, it was just a good story. I mean, it was a lovely little 3-parter, and honestly, I say it again and again, for a character that I couldn't have given 2 shits about, like the Kaine's version of whatever.
Mhm.
It's actually such a good series. It really is a good
It
series.
is a good series.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah, because like I say, I mean, with the Scarlet Spiders, even with Ben, but Kaine more so, it's like you can do stuff you wouldn't do with Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, yeah.
dark.
You want him to
It's
kill,
like when
you want
Wolverine
him to
says,
kill a guy? Oh, he can kill a guy.
well,
Yeah.
it's like when Wolverine says, "Are you the evil Spider clone?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. That's it.
And
Actually, I'm
Wolverine's
looking.
like, "I got a clone too."
I'm also digging. It's not my favorite costume, but I also like seeing Wolverine every now and again in the black and gray.
Oh,
It's
the
all
X,
silver.
his
fun.
X-Force.
X-Force,
X-Force
yeah, it's
uniform.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
love
it's
it.
it's more covert. It's more like,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
the Black Ops. The Black
yeah,
Ops
Black
costume.
Ops. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, all good.
Well, it's been a pleasure as always, guys. What can I say?
All right,
We've
well,
knocked it out of the park once again.
you want to know what you're reading next time?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're gonna do it's another crossover because it's gonna be Scarlet Spider 20 and Superior Spider-Man team up number 2.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
Love
Sweet.
that.
Okay, I've got
Kaine
it here.
and
Let me
Superior
just.
Spider-Man, yes.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I would have read that. I
Okay.
would have read that Superior Spider-Man team up back in the day because I read all the issues with him.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
That's a
really
good
good,
one.
by the
That's
way. I love that title.
I love Superior Spider-Man. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Can't wait.
Strong
Yes.
stuff.
All right, so everyone send us all your thoughts on that and everything we mentioned today, the stuff, everything. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And of course, you can find episodes, social media, merchandise. You can get the old merchandise like the old man over there, or you can get the new logo.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, new logo. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow, hey.
Got a few new logos. Yeah. So you can get that merch. You can rain just random money. Me and Lil came up with the new thing. Yeah, you can just rain random money on us like we're a girl dancing in the club, trying to win.
Yeah, right. Wow, hey.
Just rain random money on us.
People want to see stuff though for money. They want to see some
come
flesh,
on.
Phil.
Oh, you want to see
Some flesh.
You want to see my boobs? Okay. And of course, please subscribe to our Patreon because again, you listen to half our shows and think they're crazy. That's us censored. So yes, you want the uncensored Lilith Hellfire, you got to subscribe to our Patreon. So yeah, everything.
Is she worse than me, uncensored? I feel I'm fairly bad. Is she worse than me? She probably is.
I don't know I don't know what's worse because I mean, drunk is one thing, but she's almost like scary or sober because she really hasn't been drinking a lot because she's training for a marathon at the end of the year.
All right. So she's
yeah. I mean, sober Lilith Hellfire is even scarier.
Big grizzly, big grumpy.
She's been giving up a lot of things like men, alcohol. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just like, oh god,
all the vices.
New Year's Eve is really going to be banging at Lilith's house. Jeez. So yeah, find everything.
Sorry. Go on.
Tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. Tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Yeah.
All right. So where should we go? All right. Sing. Newly married David Finn. Where can people find you?
They can find me in the chapel. Look, Signal of Doom. I've actually just launched an Instagram for Signal of Doom, and that's
that's right.
So Signal of Doom's now on Instagram. Signal_of_Doom. So just Signal of Doom. And we're on Facebook, but anywhere you find your podcasts, we're having a lot of fun at the moment. And Phil, I just want to say your background looks amazing. What you've got going on.
It looks awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Really good. Like
it's a bit more Moon Knight, but it's all right.
Yeah, could do with a bit more Moon Knight, I guess. I see. Is that Kyle Rayner I see behind you, Phil? Is that Kyle?
Yeah, that's a print up there. Yeah.
It looks really cool. I really like it. That's something that I want to do when we get the house renovated. In my office, I want to do that kind of thing.
Phil, you should see Dave's library. Sorry, you know.
Oh well, right now the library's on storage, but when it does get set up, it'll be impressive, along with my
all those
Legends
Playboys. Yeah, man.
But yeah, Signal of Doom, and just keep on rolling, keep on killing, guys. And thanks for having me, Phil and Ray.
Thanks for being here. I wish you would talk more, but yeah, no, thank you.
Well, I came in a bit feisty tonight, and Ray fired me on all
Good.
that stuff about Wolverine.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, Dave. That's why I'm here.
All right, Instigator Ray, where can people find High Priest of Conchu? Where can people find you when you're not on Ray Plays Games on YouTube, where he plays himself every episode, kids?
Yeah, I'm still podcasting. Don't worry. It's just a little less frequent. That's all. Just trying to spread the Ray love everywhere. So you'll find me on Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. We feature the new issues of Moon Knight that come out. So Rebecca and I will discuss those. Just dropped a recent episode of To Know Her Is to Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast. That's with Saren, and we're going through the new Spider-Woman series helmed by Steve Fox. You can also find me with a couple of other blokes, Russell and Justin, on Predator and Prey. Actually, it's just Justin and myself. Russell has taken a little bit of a hiatus. So myself and Justin on Predator and Prey, your Ucha podcast. We'll be back very soon. We've got something scheduled up to record there. That will be on Ed Brisson's latest issues of the Predator series. Yeah. And as Phil mentioned, I am also on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, Ray Plays Games. I do solo playthroughs, single-handed, true solo or two-handed solo. Mainly doing Marvel Champions, Marvel Legendary,
Sorry,
and stuff like Final Girl.
I told you he plays with himself online. What are you
plays with him double-handed, single-handed, Final Girl. It's all happening on Ray Plays Games.
I need two hands. Let me tell you. So,
Marlene making an appearance?
Finally. But you go check it out on Ray Plays Games. Having a whole lot of fun there, and some new releases from Marvel Champions and Legendary. I'm hoping to actually I've joined a tournament as well for Marvel Legendary that kicks off May 1st. So I'll be screening my games there. Hopefully I'll win. I'll probably be knocked out because I'm not that good a player, but it should be fun. Check it out.
Rumpy pumpy.
Sex on the mind.
Yeah.
A couple of balls down the gob.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's all happening. It's all happening at Ray Plays Games. All sorts of stuff going on there.
One-handed,
two-handed, Final Girl. He's throwing all the comments around, like trying to entice people to get involved.
That's it. A lot of games.
I know. That's what the Lilith was complimenting you, Ray. She said, usually people charge to let people watch them play with themselves online. And
all for free,
The first taste is free. The first taste is free.
Tell your grandmothers,
Oh my!
Jesus.
Want your grandma to watch? Jeez.
Wow.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Again, next week you'll hear me and Will start talking some Black Cat.
Nice. Cool. Felicia.
Get ready, kids. Yes, this summer we're talking all your favorite cannon fodder villains. But until then, bring on back.